for the 50 hectares. And again, in Abuja, you either buy land as 100 by 50 square meters, in Abuja, or you buy 100 by 100 square meters. If you are buying the land, say, for 100 by 50 square meters, in each of the hectares, you will have 22 plots. And if you want to break the cost down, you arrive at 722,000, 722 naira 22 kobo. That's per plot. And if you go by 100 by 100 per square meter, you will have 11 plots per hectare. And if you want to break the cost down of a plot, when you use 100 by 100, you will have 1,545,454 naira 0.54 kobo. So that's the breakdown of the total cost. So as at the point we were doing these calculations, we tried to find out what are the cost of plots in that particular area, so that we know whether we're going into a fruitful venture or we're going into a venture that's not profitable, so that we can abort the trip. So we found out that the least advantaged place in that area, the cost of plots, that's if you go by 100 by 100, the cost of plot there is from 3 to 6 million. So, but in our case, we see that we can buy it at 1.5 per hectare, which was going to give us a very big advantage. I'm talking this cost we got it like a year ago. So I'm sure that it must have appreciated now. So by the time we're putting all these costs together, that's what we have. So I will stop here for now, but that is what the cost implication is for the land we intend to purchase. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nash, the treasurer,
thank you, sir,
for giving us the cost implications. Next, I will like to call on the Vice President to speak to us about the funding structure. Mr. Abiola, you can speak.
Thank you, sir, Mr. President. And I also take the opportunity to welcome all cooperators. I take this opportunity to also welcome all cooperators in this extraordinary general meeting. I'm here to present the cost, the funding structure of this project we are about to embark on. And in doing this, I would like every one of us to listen to how we go by this, because in our business plan, we have a particular point that we put development strategy. Under these development strategies, we lay out the phases of this project we are about to embark on. And when we see these phases, we now understand how these costs and the funding to cover the costs will come by. Phase one of this development strategy, we have the issue of purchase of the land. We have to conduct topographical and soil surveys. We are also to secure C of O, basic fencing is going to be done around the land. Then in that same first year, we are going to carry out initial sales of residential plots, about 160 plots. In the first to second year, we are going to go into this another phase called phase 2. In the phase 2, there will be infrastructure development and initial plot sales. We are going to have access road construction. We are going to have drainage and utilities. Then we are also going to build the estate gatehouse and security house on the land. The phase 3 is between 2 and 4 years. In this between 2 and 4 years, we are going to have another sales and commercialization of the leasing. Residential plot sales of 638 plots will be done between 2 and 4 years. We are going to lease out the commercial areas because that land is also going to have commercial areas. We are going to lease it out between 2 and 4 years. In this phase 3, we will have engagement with joint venture for construction of housing units. Also in this phase, construction of housing unit is the last item in the phase 3. Then in phase 4, which run through 3 to 5 years, we call it revenue stabilization. In this year, we will start collecting our joint venture. Remember, we talked about having joint venture of construction of housing unit in phase 3. In the phase 4 now, we'll now be collecting the returns of this joint venture. We will also receive the commercial lease income from this phase 4. And the last and not the least in phase 4, we are going to have reserve fund. The fund we use in purchasing the land will have been fully recovered. So therefore, I would now like us to know how much we are going to spend in all these phases. Remember, in the first year, we will acquire the land and the cost have been given us 850 million for 50 hectares at 17 million per hectare. The total infrastructure that will be done on this land will cost 400 million naira. The documentation and legal item in this year will be around 50 million. The project management is about 40 million, and the total money to be spent in all these places, inclusive of the cost of purchase the land, now will be 1,340 million. Then the question now is, how are we going to recover this money? And this won't get us to our revenue projection. In sales of the land, the total land, we are going to amass 2,443 million. Under the commercial lease, we are going to generate 600 million. Under the joint venture profit returns, we are going to generate 500 million. The total projected revenue, having been conservative, is 3,543 million. At the end of the day, our expected net surplus will now be 2.2 billion. After the reserve fund is fully paid for. This is the funding structure. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, all members present.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abiola, for speaking to the cooperators. At this point, I would like to welcome Barrister Chakpa, EGM, to speak to us on the legal due process. Barrister Chakpa, you have the floor.
Good morning, esteemed cooperators. My name is Ichapa Oyegoga. I'm an EGM, Deputy Director, Process of Crime Management. It was my privilege to have been asked by the cooperative to follow up on the due process in verifying the authenticity and the existence of the land in question, the plots of land in question. They had gotten from the Director of Lands an assurance that the plots were real and existing. It was after that assurance I was called upon to approach the AGs in Abuja, the authority in charge of land and issuance of certificate of occupancy, to follow up and establish not just the existence of the land, but to also pursue the perfection of our title to those lands, to those plots of lands. I wrote to the AGs, the Director of Lands. I was fortunate to have Casa, whose classmate was the director, or he's the director legal, and he was able to advise us on the process to follow, which we have been doing for months now. We are able to ascertain the existence of the plots at AGs and that it is existing in their system. It was after that, with the approval of management, an escrow account was created and the sum was paid into it, pending when we will finally do all the due diligence involved before the money is released to them. In consideration of that, the vendor of the plots of land was asked to do a regularization of our title, which he has done. A right of occupancy has been issued to us in respect of each of the 29 plots of land involved. The process I'm currently undertaking is to also ascertain the process of that regularization, at which point we have also taken the pain to also verify on our own whether the land also exists in the Abuja master plan. We carried out an on-the-spot check, and we have been able to establish that those plots of lands are existing. What I'm left to do, which I've already done, is to approach them formally so that the response will be documented that all those things are existing. And that is the current stage we are. As from Monday, I'll start pursuing the correspondence I sent to them, and then finally get a response to enable us proceed with the agreement for the land. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Barrister Ichakwa, for speaking to us on the legal due process. At this point, I'd like to call on the General Secretary, Mr. Wazil Balogun, to speak to us on the benefits of this land acquisition to cooperators. Mr. Balogun, the floor is yours, please.
Thank you very much, sir, Mr. President, sir. We all know primarily, even from primary business studies or even economics that we have studied at elementary level, land is seen as a factor of production. So that land seems to offer a lot of benefits to both the members and the cooperative as a whole. Let me start with what it stands to be for a member. I hope I'm clear. Am I clear? Hello? Hello?
You are very clear. Please go ahead.
Fine. Land is seen as a factor of production, meaning even if you want to set up any business venture, you will actually have to be at a location in carrying out the business. So in our own case now, we are focusing on land, mainly for residential purposes, but not limited to residential purposes. So one of the things a member that will acquire land here stands to gain is owning a property for himself or herself. It will give you the opportunity to own a property, an immovable property for that matter. That means to own a residence within Abuja. That is one. Two, it's also possible somebody choose not to build there. It means some have been talking, what about if I retire? What about if I have a few months to go? It gives you an opportunity of direct income, because there's no way you cannot sell that land almost double the price we're going to give you. So therefore, for anybody that's able to get the land, you have the opportunity of what I call direct income. You can sell and earn huge amount of money as a profit over the venture you have done. That is one. Two, it can also be, like I said, help you to own a property, which can either be used as residence for you or used for rent. Where it is used for rent, you also generate income from the rent. And where it is built for residential purpose for anybody that is able to acquire, it's also reduce your cost or rent you pay elsewhere. That is one of the things it may do for you. And it's also possible that it will give you small scale business. There are people that within their residence, wherever they stay, they do set up small scale business. Some sell up, either to be like a shop or mini supermarket, or some go to the production of something like pure water, even running catering business within their residence. So it provides the opportunity of being able to have a small economic venture. And there are also lands that will be given out for infrastructure, shopping mall, maybe school, shopping mall, schools, and even hospital or clinic. Members that can afford it, it is open. We are going to sell it to them, because it's not going to be fully that every plot that we used to build residential. There will be buildings that will be serving as public utilities to people. Those are open. And if you even keep it, whether it is built, whether it is kept for over some times, land in Abuja do appreciate. So there is a very good opportunity of asset appreciation to whoever is able to get any plot of land there. Those are part of the benefit to the member. But to the cooperative society as a whole, it is purely an economic venture. We want to generate revenue for the cooperative wise. Just like as the VP has put it in his narration, the cooperative stands to earn over 2 billion. Over 2 billion by the time we will have all these plots of land will have been sold to members and all the money to be paid for it to have been recouped. So the cooperative stands together, and we now stand also create a way of bringing members together, whether while they are in service or even in retirement. We will have a place where members can be like even post-housing service scheme that is done in the military or other big organization in habits in the country. So, Mr. President, these are some of the benefit for members and the cooperative society as a whole. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Balogun, for speaking to us on the benefits of purchase of this land to cooperators and the cooperative. The truth is that whether you purchase the land or not, you will have benefits, because as a cooperator, dividends are shared. So when we generate something good, it will reflect in your dividends. And if you purchase the land, you have a direct benefit too. I was posted to the headquarters recently, and I tried to look for accommodation around the headquarters. But do you know, 1 bedroom, self-contained, they're giving me the full package for 3.5 million. So can I afford this? It's not, they are not selling the house, so it's just rent for 1 year. So if I pay 3.5 next year, what will be off that cost will be the legal fees, the agency fee, but the other service charges will continue. So I've not been able to even find a 1 bedroom, self-contained. So you can see how expensive things are here in Abuja. So if one is able to get a plot here in Abuja, just know that you have become a millionaire overnight. Some people may ask, why are we disturbing ourselves with purchasing land in Abuja? Well, you've heard some of the benefits. We're not only focused on Abuja, but for the moment, our headquarters is in Abuja, and you'll always have a business to do with the headquarters in one way or the other. You may not live in Abuja, but if you own property in Abuja, it will give you more cash flow than in any other place. A friend of mine told me that he has a friend who built some houses in Kaduna. And the rent he's generating from there is not so much, so he advised him to develop some places in Abuja. Now, what he generates is so much. And the fact that he's regretting the investment he did in Kaduna, but there's no need regretting. It's helping those in Abuja, in Kaduna too. So I need everyone to understand that this land we intend to acquire is completely different from the one we have been working on in 2011. People paid for the 2011 Abuja land. Along the way, we had some challenges, but in the last 2 days, the former minister was leaving. He granted approval for the allocation of the land to a piece of land to the cooperative. Payment had already been done, but as at the time the minister approved, just 2 days to leave an office, there were other procedures that needed to be followed. With the entry of the current minister, we've made moves to ensure that we get this land. And the Honorable Chairman, Chief Executive, has also assisted the cooperative immensely in this regards. So as we speak, we are still processing that land. The processing has not stopped, and it's not finished yet. I am also aware that a good number of cooperators subscribed for that land somewhere along the line withdrew. And some kept faith with us, and their monies are still there. Now, we are still pursuing that one, and we're very hopeful that it will come through. However, having waited for this years, and it's not yet in our hands for distribution, we have decided to do something for those whose monies are still with the cooperative. It's not the monies are kept somewhere. The monies were paid for the land. So for those whose money is still with us, if they wish to wait for the complete processing of that land to be completed, which we hope the minister will finally help out. We would like to give discounts for those who wish to cross over to this new one. And the discount is on the current cost of the new land. So whoever wants to cross over to this, will give them discount and will give them priority too. I need you to also understand that this land, even if everyone decides to purchase the land, not everyone will get it. Reason is the total number of plots that we will have from there, if we do 450 square meters, that's 50 by 100 feet, will not be up to 1,000. It will simply give us 798 plots. So I will appeal to those whose monies regarding the first subscription is still with the cooperative. I'll ask that they take advantage of this. You know, if you withdraw your money simply, you will not have value for it. But if you wait for that particular land, that is when you will have value for it. But having waited these years, and you can no longer wait, you can cross over to this one that is done. We have avoided all mistakes that were done regarding the first one. This one, haven't done the due diligence for over a year. You've heard from the barrister. The truth is that the CCEO cared so much for the cooperators that he in his wisdom guided us away from making mistakes. Even after doing our due diligence, he directed the agency secretary to work with us again to confirm everything that has been done. So after all the rigorous processes, we went back to him again with all the confirmations. And in his wisdom, he directed that we open an escrow account. We're not going to just pay the vendor directly until other process of the due diligence are completed. So we open an escrow account where the vendor is a signatory, the cooperative is a signatory too, and a member of management, a director, the director of finance and accounts, representing the agency's management, is a signatory too. See, all these are provisions meant to safeguard the investment of cooperators. So the CCEO has been with us in this process, and he has finally granted approval for the management to make the deposit. The vendor cannot access the money. He is seeing it. You can see, but he can't access it. So he has done other process, and let me be very, very clear here that the vendor was made to do certain things that ordinarily he wouldn't have done. But because the agency management is involved, he went through all the pains to do all that. So we know that the cooperative is also regulated by the Lagos State Ministry of Commerce. So say Lagos, regulated by Lagos State. Reason is that the cooperative registered on the Lagos State when the headquarters of the agency was in Lagos. And pulling out of Lagos State would require liquidating completely the finances of the cooperative, it's like bringing it down to zero before leaving, distributing to everyone whatever it has, and they will take their own. So it is wiser to still remain there while we go on with our businesses. Even though the CC has granted approval for us to purchase the land, and that's what informed the deposit of the money in the escrow account, fully protected. We also need the approval of the Lagos State. It is because they are our regulators. And they say we must safeguard the funds of cooperators. And they say we must also do a business plan for that land to show that the cooperators' funds will not be lost as we invest in the land. To show us that the investment is profitable. Part of the requirement for them to approve also is that we must convene an extraordinary general meeting to secure the consent of our members, and then finally take a resolution to present to them regarding the consent. So we would like to get your consent, but at this point, I'd like to open the floor for questions, because I know that people have questions they would like to have clarifications on. When asking your questions, please be straight to the point. And be very snappy about it. No telling of stories. Whatever clarification you need, please ask so we can proceed. So the floor is open for questions and answers. I have members of the management, some members here with me. The question can be directed to anyone to respond to, based on what they've contributed in this business of acquisition. So if you have a question, please raise your hand. Don't put on your microphone until you are called to ask your questions, please. So the floor is open. And clearly state your name, your command, and then go ahead to ask your question. Thank you very much. So you can only speak when you're called upon. Mr. Allen, can you help us out here? So we can take the questions.
Yes, there's a hand up from the conference room. So that's the first person. So I may ask that please unmute and speak.
Yakub Kola.
Yes, there's Yakub Kola as well.
Okay. So, Yakub Kola, unmute and then you can speak.
I hope you are hearing me, sir.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can hear you.
Yes, sir. I'm confused as to what you are saying, because if you recall in 2023 annual general meeting, you alluded to the fact that you have secured the approval of Abuja land after 12 years of waiting. I quote verbatim. Is it the same land or another one? That is number one, sir. I also want to know the total number of operators we have, because the number of people we are having on this meeting, we are just 140 something. So if you know the number of officers or cooperators online, or number of cooperators, we will know whether we are forming a quorum or not. If we did not form any quorum, then all resolution we are taking here will be in nullity. That's the second one. The third one, the cooperative bylaw says that members should be given 21 days notice. Did we miss this requirement? Perhaps that is what led to the low turnout of cooperators here. So if we cannot form a quorum here, because we are talking about one point something billion here, and only 140 something cannot take a resolution on behalf of all the other cooperators. Sir, I would like you to address this matter. Thank you, sir.
Number one, I'd like to ask you, did you subscribe for the first line? Yakub, did you subscribe for the first line?
No, sir. No, sir.
So what's your business?
Now, what I've gotten is that you secure an approval for Abuja land for 12, while we are waiting for 12 years. Is this a new one, or you are referring to the one you mentioned in 2023?
It's all right. Your question is taken. It's good you're not a subscriber of the first one. This line is different from the first one. During one of our AGMs, I said, yes, we have secured the approval. And I mentioned that even now. We got the approval. The former minister approved it. 2 days to leave in office. And so I have not lied on it. It's just that the process has been slowed down by the present minister. The fact that an approval is secured does not mean that other processes will not be carried out. So this one is completely different. We are doing business for the cooperative with this one. So it's a different one. If you wish to subscribe to this one, you are free to do that. We are not restricted to Abuja. We will go on to acquire lands in other states of the Federation. But charity begins at home. Our headquarters is here now, and every member of the agency has some business to do in Abuja. You asked of quorum and notice. The bylaws did not say 21 days. It says 7 days. For its extraordinary general meeting. It's not annual general meeting. So the meeting has not ended. Now, we have representatives of the states in the desk officers. We've made consultations. We've circulated this. And so the desk officers are representing the cooperators in their own commands. And it is acceptable to our regulators. Thank you very much. So, AK Abdullahi, please, you can ask your question.
Okay. AK Abdullahi, sir, you can unmute, sir.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Chairman, and the members of the cooperative. My name is Abdullahi Abubakar from DIE department. Sir, I have a question. When we are in academic training, so they told us that after when we pass out, please, we should go and try to join this cooperative. So after when we go back to our various commands, after they posted us, since last 2 years ago, 2024, sir, I am applying for this cooperative, to join the cooperative. Since then, every day the desk officer in my previous command before I transferred to DIE now, he was told me that he sent our request in Lagos, but up to the time that I left my various command, nothing was deducted from my salary or to join the cooperative. And I also come back to my new command, and I met the desk officer for there, and I asked him. He said still he's telling me that they have similar challenges. So, sir, what is my question is that I want to ask, please, how are we going to solve this issue? Because we are so many people that wanted to have the opportunity to join this cooperative, but we don't know how to do it until you know somebody's in Lagos or somewhere else before you join it. So, sir, my question is, how are we going to join it?
Okay, Abdullahi, thank you for your question. This question is not actually part of this. It should be addressed in another forum. I need questions based on the agenda that we have just discussed. However, as to admission into membership, it's a very simple, very simple matter. You fill a form, scan it, and send it to our office. You can get the desk officer to help you out. And any desk officer, okay, your desk officer, if your desk officer does not help you out, you can get in touch with me directly. My number, you can get it from your commander. Or you can meet any member of management, and it will be addressed. So that's not a problem. Okay, is it Mr. Akogu?
Sir, there's a hand raised for NDLEA staff multipurpose. That hand has been up previously. I don't know if the person can unmute.
Yeah, please call him. Let him speak, please. Unmute him.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Ibrahim Maman from Dex Officer Kano Strategic Command.
Ibrahim Maman.
Yes, sir. Kano Strategic Command. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Regarding the land, are there eligibility for ownership? 1, 2, can that number, that 50 hectares, accommodate every interested member? So these are just my questions. And
okay, the first question again.
The eligibility.
Eligibility?
Yes, sir. To own the land. Is it all the cooperative members or non-cooperative members or NDLEA officers, can they own? Because now you said even the previous members that applied for the, on successful land can be carried along if they're interested. Can the number cater for all interested?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
All cooperators are eligible to subscribe. Non-members can also subscribe.
Hello?
I said earlier, for those who wish to cross over from the first land to this new one, will be given priority in this subscription.
Okay. I don't know. I
Yes.
did try call Ike back final. Tell and say you do on your way. I did try call
truth
Ike. The man
is-
don't send me voice note. They are very angry. I been moving on
Sorry.
to this.
I'm hearing. Okay. The truth is, like I said earlier in my address, putting the land, dividing the land in 450 square meters, that's 50 by 100, will give us 798 plots. So it will be treated on first come, first served. And we may use lot also depending on that. So, no, you cannot buy more than one. One is allowed to only buy one, so it can go round. Someone can read the question. Mr. Adewale is asking, okay, from Lagos Command. My question is, yes, yes, I just answered that. Okay. Please add their documents stating all that all that have been discussed and deliberated here as regards all the processes and what requirements. Yes, we have documents. Yes, we have all the documents, but we're not going to distribute it to members because these are sensitive documents. But you see, it's just that it's not on slides. We have we have documents from the Federal Capital Development Authority. Yeah, we have documents from ages.
Hello,
Okay. See, I don't know if we have all the documents. The legal counsel, Barrister Ichakwa, who is here with us, is involved in all the processes. He has been writing for the cooperative, getting responses, and then following up with everything. So we don't do anything without documents. And right now, all the documents, the relevant documents are with us. Someone can read out any question. Can you farm on the land, pending when you're ready to develop it? Acquire it first, and then you can do whatever you want to do with it. But you are not going to do fish farm there. There is a standard that will be followed. There'll be prototypes of the houses that will be built in that place. So all those standards have to be followed strictly. Okay,
Please, I have a question, sir.
Okay. Go ahead, please.
Can I go ahead, sir?
Go ahead, please.
Okay, sir.
What's
Good
your
morning,
name?
sirs. My name is Ugochukwu Olisemeki from River State Command, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, I really want to appreciate
Hello,
the cooperative, the management
the man don't send me one
for
nasty
this
voice.
milestone. It's a dream come true for a lot of us. We have always looked forward to this. I'm really, really happy, and I'm saying a very big thank you to all of you. My question, sir, is how exactly will the cooperative body, how exactly will they help? We are supposed to pay, all things being equal, we are supposed to pay 35% of the cost. Is it the cooperative that will pay for us, and then we'll now pay instrumentally? Is the cooperative paying 100% for us? That's my number one question. Number two is, I don't think, why would the cooperative bring in non-cooperators if they have not exhausted the members that wants this land? I know that it's not all cooperators that will want the land, but at least I think it's right that you exhaust the members before you bring in non-members. Because if you bring in non-members, we are going to have situations where a non-member will buy, we get a slot, and the member will not get. Then at the end of the day, the essence of trying to help us to have our own homes will be defeated. Half of it will be given to non-members, maybe because they will pay higher or something like that. And then finally, sir, since we got into this job, we have heard Cooperative helping us to get a land since 2011 and the rest of them. When exactly is this kick starting? Like, when are we starting? When are we starting? And what's the duration that between now and the so time? If you are lucky, if you're able to get a slot, you will have your land to yourself. Like, what is the duration? Thank you, sir. That's my question.
Thank you very much. I would like the Vice President to respond to the first question of how to repay. Yes, definitely everyone is doing the deficit of 35% of the cost of the land. I should have expected you to ask how much is the cost of the land to calculate the 35%. And I will respond briefly before I give the mic to the Vice President. Non-members, you see, it is first to members. Priority is to members. And remember also that we're doing business for the cooperative. By the time we go into maybe joint ventures, you know that it is real business. Non-members can benefit when members are not subscribing. We also have commercial areas that definitely it won't be sold at same prices with what is being given to members. Remember, we're doing business for the cooperative. We will generate revenue for the cooperative. But as for the benefits, every member of the cooperative, whether you get the land or you don't, you will benefit. The reason is it will reflect in your dividends. I'm sure if you've been with a cooperative for some time now, you will testify that you've never got the dividend you got last year since the inception of the cooperative. So every member will benefit whether he subscribes to the land or he doesn't. The truth is that not everyone will buy land in Abuja. So some people will wait. When we get to other states, they get their own. So, but know that the opportunity we're given to non-members is also for business purpose. They will not get it at the same cost that cooperators, members of the cooperative will have. This will be at a commercial value. All right, so let me let the the Vice President speak, also know that the moment we get the consent to go ahead, we will finalize it with Lagos State. The CCEO has, we have his approval, and then we will not waste time. We will begin immediately. Immediately, because we will move to site and then secure the place. And we will map out the modality for allocation. This will not take time. So as to when. All right, VP.
Thank you, Mr. President, and co-operators present. Madam Ogoshuku from Rivers State, your first question about the 35% initial payment by cooperators. Yes, if you are eligible to collect loan from cooperative, definitely if you request for this loan within 1 year to pay that initial payment of 35%, it will be granted. So far, you can pay within the first year, because if you remember, the phase 1 is where we put that initial sales. And by phase 2, we make sales of other land. So in that phase 2, yes, where we are going to make sales of other land, and you are asked to pay 35%. You ask for it. You know that phase 2 now is running to second year also. So definitely, you can ask for loan on that 35% then, and it will be granted. And once you pay it within 1 year, you will start the spreading of the balance from the second year after collecting the loan. So there won't be anything that will not disturb that initial payment and the spreading of the balance of the money to be paid on that land. Thank you. And to buttress the point of my president, the issue of non-member is not automatic that non-member will come or invited to buy the land. If you look at the way we assume the land will be designed, it's a very big land of 50 hectares. Abuja Development Authority, they are the one that will give us their design. And we know in their design, there are commercial places within that 50 hectares of land that will be designated for commercial area. If member want the commercial area and they are ready to buy it, fine and good. But where we cannot see member, maybe they say there should be petrol station. If no member is ready to invest into such thing, there is no way we will force a member to have it. Definitely, we will invite an outsider who is interested in purchasing a land for building a petrol station to buy it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vice President. Any further questions?
The next on the line is Mr. Jonathan.
Okay, Mr. Jonathan, please go ahead to ask your question.
Good afternoon, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. President and other cooperators. Please, in your address, sir, you made mention of the amount of purchase, 850 million, that it may affect our reserve fund. Hello, are you hearing me, sir?
So, Mr. Jonathan,
Are you
Mr.
hearing me,
Jonathan
sir?
Igubo.
Yes, sir.
So let me understand your question clearly.
In your address to us, sir. In your address, you mentioned that the use of the purchase of this land will affect our reserve fund. That is the need for it. That was why this issue of a extraordinary meeting came. What I'm saying is, if somebody does not subscribe to the land and his money is inside the pool, general pool of the cooperative, I hope the money will not be deducted when he has no contribution to the land.
Okay. In my address, I mentioned that this investment will be funded from the reserve funds of the cooperative. It's not the contributors fund. So we have it already. And it is for use for projects like this. If we don't use it, it will just be sitting down there doing nothing. We're not using that money for investments. So this is the right kind of investments for this. Okay, speak.
You're trying to answer the question, sir.
Okay.
I wanted reserve fund. If it is depleted, will it not affect our own in relation to?
No, it's not affecting your servants. You see, every year that we do EGM, there's a percentage of funds that goes to the reserve.
Okay.
Yes, we keep putting money into the reserve. Now, this is the time to use it. If
So
we
what is the
don't
purpose
use it, we will be like foolish. We have money in reserve and then we're not investing it.
But what is the purpose of the reserve fund? In
What's the
respect of
purpose
this
of the?
reserve fund being kept yearly by the
It is
cooperative?
statutory.
It's for.
It is statutory. If you check the booklet for our AGM, each time the financial statement is read, there's always a provision for the reserve. So it is for the regulators. To sorry, you're saying something.
Is it for regulators' use or it is for the
They don't,
cooperators?
please, Mr. Igubo, it is ours, just as Nigeria has reserve funds out there that can be fall back to at any time. We also, the cooperative, we have the reserve funds. So we're falling back to this for this investment. The thing is, if we don't use it, it will remain there. So is it not wise to use it? So we've applied to Lagos State to grant us approval to use it. And they say we have to satisfy these conditions. And this is the last part of the conditions they've given us. So it is wise to invest for the cooperative to generate more funds. Thank you. Is it Zakaria Ibrahim?
No, there's an Infinix Hot. I don't know who that is. I don't know if the person can identify themselves. There's Infinix Hot 2i.
Okay, let's move on to the
Okay.
next.
There's Oyekami Oluwatosin. Oyekami Oluwatosin.
Okay. Oyekami.
Yes, Oluwatosin, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon,
Okay.
Mr. President.
Thank you
Good
very much.
afternoon, other cooperator. I'm happy to be part of this extraordinary meeting. Some of my questions have been asked, but I also have a question, which is those that were involved in the 2011 land and suggestions was made that they could transfer to this one. What happened to the land that the slots they'll be leaving behind in the old site? That's 2011. Because if someone was in 2011 land and said, okay, I'm no longer interested, I now want to join this new one, and then I will top up whatever deficit the money is. So what now happened to that slot that is leaving behind once the old land is being confirmed and then rectified? What happened to that one? I would have just advised that those those there should be left there, but it doesn't stop them from being interested in this new one, so that there won't be confusion of transfer and then happen. Or will it happen that once the other 2011 land is rectified, the deficit of those who left will now be brought again to the members to reapply? Then also, I also want to support the state, the last speaker from Rivers State. I'm talking from Ondo State Command. I think I mentioned earlier, sir, that members should be given sole priority. Is in the event where members are not interested, that outsiders should be involved, sir. Then I will also want to ask, sir, that the total cost per plot has not been stated, sir, and what the 25% is going to, and the 35% is going to be, sir. Those are my
Okay.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much. The cost per plot is 3.5 million. So 35% of 3.5 million will be the initial deposit. It's not up to 1.5. Okay, it's about 1.2 million, thereabouts. Yes, for those who subscribe to the 2011 plan, the process is still on. So if they wish to patiently wait, they are free to leave the funds. And if they wish to cross over to this one, we'll give them a discount. Actually, a discount of 20%. We're giving them a discount of 20%. Now, you asked what happens to that land by the time people cross over to this one. The land has been paid for, so when it eventually comes out, the cooperative will do business with it. So, I think these are the questions. We've already answered consideration to members already, so we shouldn't overflow that. Now, if your question has not been asked, please ask. If it has been answered in the course of this, you don't need to ask again, and then we can move over to the next agenda.
Okay, so the next on the list is Emmanuel Akin.
Okay, Emmanuel Akin, please, you can ask your question.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much.
And other management of cooperative staff. I want to commend you people on this laudable land project. But I still want the president to clarify certain areas of my own interest, and I believe interest of other corporators. I believe I want the president to please confirm to us corporators that this project will be an ongoing project. Ongoing project in the sense that I am aware by next year, this present management tenure will be over. And another election will be conducted and another people will come on board. Please, Mr. President, I want you to confirm to us, will there be continuation of this same project in line with your vision and the vision of this current management? That is one. Then two, the new elected people that will come next year, will there be any, I hope there will be no conflict, because I am speaking as per precedent of what happened on the other land matter. Most of us, we don't have years again in the system, and we don't want to go and invest where this management maybe tenure will be over, and another management will come with another clause and ideology that all of us will not have time again. We start complaining, and then but this is just the question, the area I want you to clarify, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. The issue of continuation of the project, it's a project that must be continued whether this new management returns or not. And there can be a situation where all members of this management are out. And look at it. The moment we go into this, you see the cooperators on the project. So there's no way that it can be discontinued, not at all. The good thing for us is that we will secure ownership, and management of the agency is fully aware. The chairman, chief executive officer of the agency is with us fully in this. And if your fear is about continuity, he will continue. The tenure of the chairman, chief executive has been renewed, so he will continue. And no management will deviate from this. So don't be afraid of that. So if you don't have much time in the system, if you can do outright payment, you can begin to develop. Take possession of your land and begin to develop. So members will begin to take possession as soon as we work out the modalities for allocation. I assure you that we will secure the land immediately we finish the transaction. And next year, you'll be surprised to see what's coming up there. I don't know if there's any other part that's... Now, as for succession plan, we have succession plan for continuity of our projects. And we pray that God will help us out in this. The cooperators will determine who they want. So, yes, while we have the succession plan, God's plan is the ultimate. Thank you very much. Any other question? Okay. If you don't have a new question, we will go straight in. We'll go into the next agenda.
There are still some hands raised up, sir. I don't know.
Okay, please call the next person to ask.
Mr. Abubakar. SK Abubakar.
Okay. Mr. Abubakar, SK, you can unmute and then ask your question.
Good afternoon, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Abubakar Sharafdin from MIU Tekan. So from the presentation, sir, I learned that Lagos and Abuja were the two locations secured for the project for now. However, little was said about the Ikorodu Lagos project. So I wish to ask, sir, the number of hectares or plots earmarked for Ikorodu, and when it will be ready for subscription, and the amount for subscription, which I believe will be lesser than that of Abuja. Those are my questions, sir.
I will let the Vice President respond to this.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Abubakar, I think your question is about what if the number of subscriptions is more than the number of the plot of land, which we have now. Thank you. The number will be 798, quite all right. And we've already envisaged that we are going to have more subscription than the number. In this kind of situation, I think we are going to, if you subscribe and we discover that much number, we are going to do open lots for all subscribers. And it will be done the way you are seeing us here like this. If your number is peak, then you've won allocation for that land. It's now for you to pay within the designated period. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abubakar. All right. We don't intend to stay so long in this. We have other parts of the agenda to look at. Can I see the next agenda? Okay, let me take three more questions and then we will be done.
Okay, sir.
Please don't ask questions that have been answered already.
Okay, sir.
Go ahead, please.
The next in line is Great Hope iPhone.
Who? Grateful iPhone?
Great Hope. Great Hope.
Okay, Great Hope.
Yeah. Good day, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Hope Inhetsuge from DTMD, National Headquarters here in Abuja. First of all, I want to thank the chairman and the management, the presidents and the ESCOs, and some other people who has been supportive of this move and its actualization. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. My question is this. When Mr. Nash was explaining on the cost implications and what it entails, he said something about disadvantaged areas of the plot of land or the hectares of land we acquired. Now, I want to know what kind of disadvantages on this land we're talking about. And then if we have or we know them, what's the ways we're going to mitigate against it so that a subscriber whose lot falls on that land doesn't get misled, you know? And then secondly, the last speaker, I think Vice President said something that they're going to do a buy lot or like a lot, to pick the subscribers because likely we're going to be oversubscribed. I don't think that's fair. You know why? Because some people don't have so much years on the agency again. And this is the only way they can acquire a property, so to say. The other loans that are affordable by the federal mortgage, they can explore that if you have that number of years on service. But for those of us that don't have so much years again, it won't be fair if you go by that lot system. So I want you to also look into that.
Okay,
Thank you
on
very
the
much.
lot, thank you very much, Hope. On the lot, you see, we said first come, first serve. If you dive in, you must get a fish. But if you wait and dive in later, you may not get the fish kind of fish that you desire. So
Sure, I understand
that
that, sir.
first come, first served is there.
Okay.
But if all come in at the same time, then the Lord will sort them out. So Nash will respond to the treasurer. Maybe you didn't hear him well. He will explain.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I didn't get your name again, but Great Hope. Okay.
Yes, please.
Let me explain very well.
Okay.
What I said earlier was that when we're trying to find out about the prices per plot in that area, there are some other places that are, what I mean by disadvantages are some other places are far off the road, not our land. Those are the ones I call disadvantaged areas, far off, inner sites. But the ones that are closer, they are more expensive. And the ones that are deeper in the hinterlands, those are the ones that I said kind of disadvantage. So, but then averagely, our own all are in the same place. So we don't have any disadvantage in our own.
Okay.
And then somebody asked a question. I saw a similar question. Somebody asked a question that what if he picks a lot that is in a kind of a ditch or somewhere?
Yeah.
I want you to know that we sent our in-house quantity surveyors, architects to go to the land. They went and they checked those areas where there are waterways and all that, and they have
Exactly.
taken care of all that. Nobody
Okay.
is going to pick a lot that has that kind of disadvantage.
Okay,
That
sir.
those areas have been taken, and then they
Okay,
even
sir.
gave us an advice that we can even fill the place, do proper drainage, and our land will be add up to what we have now. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the clarification. I really appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. So can I have the second person and then the third? Then we'll close the question and answer session.
Okay, sir. I have CSN Lama.
Okay, CSN Lama, can you unmute your mic and speak, please?
Good afternoon, sirs.
Good afternoon.
My name is CSN Lama from National State Command.
You can go ahead, please.
Okay. My question is, some of us know how this estate is being run. Number one, I want to ask, will all the land be of the same size? Because sometimes the prototype of houses to be built depend on the land. Maybe 3-bedroom flat will not sit down on the same land with possibly a 4 or 5 bedroom, what is it called? A story building. So I want to know how the land will be splitted so that officers, because if the land is split on different sides, then definitely the prices will be different. But if we want to maintain that all the land size will be the same, so let's know so that we know how to prepare our budget. Thank you, sir.
Is 450 square meters too small for a 4 or 5 bedroom duplex? Yes, and Lama.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir.
You're being technical. Is 450 square meters too small for a 4-bedroom duplex?
No, sir.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay, do you intend to have more than, maybe you want to have 900 square meters? 900.
Some subscriber may go for that, sir, if it's available. Why some will want to maintain?
No, we have said that no one person will take 2. We want people to benefit. And then the designs will come. They're not, they're all modern designs that are compliant with Abuja standard. See, the land is not, it's not in one remote village. A road is passing through there to Apple. In the design. So it is still within town. You see, I had to go to Kubwa yesterday to look for a house just to stay. And this place is closer than Kubwa.
Yes, sir.
So whatever structure you want to put up there will be accommodated and you'll have enough space. But it has to go with the standard in Abuja. Thank you. So can I have the last question?
Okay, thank you, sir. I think the next person is Elebe Isaac.
Who?
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. President and other ESCO members and my fellow cooperators. I want to appreciate this landmark project, just that I have few questions and clarification. The proposal was that an initial deposit of 35% of the total cost will be made and then the rest will be paid. So I want to inquire, the remaining payments, is it going to be monthly or monthly from operators' account, or is this something that will pay quarterly, or like, if I just want to know the modality of repayment for it. Then secondly, we've already established that when we allocate the land, it may not be available for every person that applied. And one of the proposal was that we'll cast a lot, and then whoever picks will be allocated. So I also want to look at the possibility of looking into that so that we can maximize it to be able to reach every applicant as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. for your question. 35% will be the initial deposit, and then the remaining will be spread over a period of not more than 5 years. That is, if you have good time in the system. However, you are at will to make outright payments if you don't have the time. It's a very wonderful opportunity. If it means borrowing anywhere, you can borrow and key into this, because if you come the next moment, you can't have it at that price. Never. Even when someone is reselling, he cannot give you at that price. Not at all. As for the lots, we've responded to that already. You see, it's not possible for all to pay on the same day. It's not possible for all to make payments on the same day. So we have said first come, first served. It is when the first to come are served, then the remaining will be on lots. So I think that one has been addressed. Thank you very much. So at this point, I would like to go into the next agenda. Now, I will call on Hensha, who okay. We will get a resolution, an approval based on your consent. A consent form has been circulated, but I will need Hensha to make a presentation on that. Then we will go on to take the resolution. Thank you. Tenshak, you have the floor.
Okay, good afternoon, the President and members of the management, all corporators. I bring you good tidings this afternoon. The consent form, I'm going to be sharing my screen now so that we all look at how this form it is. Even though some of our corporators have started signing, but for the purpose of this meeting, we are going to be demonstrating. If the host will allow me share my screen so that I can stream.
I've made you a co-host, sir, so you can share, please.
Okay, all right, thank you. Entire screen, okay, share. All right, the consent form, I'll be dropping it in the chat box. The link, I'll be dropping it also in the chat box. If you look at, this is the consent form that we are all
Sorry, Tenshak. It should also be on the desk officers platform as representatives.
Yes, I'm sharing it all over.
Okay.
I'm sharing it all over.
All
This
right.
is how the consent form looks like. I hope you all can see my screen. Give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen.
I see.
Okay, all right, thank you. Dear esteemed cooperator, the Honorable Chairman, Chief Executive of the agency has granted approval, just like we have said it, for the management to purchase 50 hectares parcel of land, free of all encumbrances. We have spoken about that one already. Do we have your permission to purchase? You come to this place, click on yes, or you come to this place, click on no. Don't double click on both yes and no. You invalidate your vote. So either for yes or for a no. Then you come back here, just your full name. It's as easy as this. Your IPPIS number. Then your command or directorate. You come back. This is the button to submit. All you need to do is to submit. And that is all. But for the benefit of corporators that may not have big phones, those that are not computer savvy, those that cannot apply on their own for one reason or the other, we urge the DEX officers, which we have already demonstrated with them before now, to get a sincere consent of officers. Don't just feel for anybody. What is your sincere consent of their position? Is it for a yes or for a no? Then you can do that on their behalf and you will get it from the back end and we'll work with it. Thank you so much. Any question, I will be glad to.
Yes, sir. There's a question on the chat. Great Hope is saying, I have filled this form, sir. Do I need to fill again?
No, sir. If you have filled the form, that is fine. You don't need to fill again.
Thanks.
Now, any form that is filled twice will be sorted out. I think it will appear in Excel
Format.
sheet format. So those ones can be filtered out, but be sure you click on the correct response. If you have made a mistake, there's a provision for you to clear it and then mark out the correct responses. So thank you very much. The desk officers representing all the cooperators in their commands, please assist them. Make sure everyone fills this form. And everyone should give the correct responses. That will help us. Your IPPIS number will be the differentiating factor. So no one person can fill two. The desk officers, we have discussed this with you. Please ensure that every cooperator in your command respond to this. So we will go ahead with the next agenda, which is the resolution. This is 13th of December, 2025. So at this extraordinary general meeting of the NDLEA Staff Multipurpose Cooperative Society held virtually, I'll need someone to move a resolution on this. Should we go ahead? Do we have your consent to go ahead with the purchase of the land? A general resolution. The filling of the forms will actually be the voting. The filling of the forms, the responses will be the voting, where we'll get individual members' responses. Thank you very much. So, do we have your consent to proceed? So we can go ahead with the other procedures for acquisition of this 50 hectares piece of land that has been verified free of all encumbrances. Who's CNS? Did I see CNS? CSN Lama, do you want to say something? You want to move the resolution? If you want to move, please indicate. Okay. Who? Alfred. Paul Asuko. Okay. If you can speak, please speak. No, I don't want a member of management to move the resolution. Yes.
I have 2.5, 3.5 million. Money due, but the money is money. I will sell that for land. I will go ask my wife.
If you've not been given the floor, mute your phone. Mute your microphone. Lama, please, you can speak.
I have some money.
Okay. After sir, I, CSN Lama, hereby move the motion for the resolution of this.
Okay. So we will need someone to second. Is it Edema Joshua? Okay, who is?
There is Elebe Isaac's hand is up.
Okay, please, Isaac, you can unmute and speak.
Okay, sir. Having been at the beginning of this meeting to this point and heard the deliberations, I hereby second the motion that we should go ahead with the procurement of the piece of land. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope the General Secretary has taken note of the movement of this motion. It was moved by General Secretary. Is it Lama?
Lama.
Yes, it was moved by Lama and then seconded by Ebele Isaac. Okay, so this brings us to the concluding part of this meeting. All right. I will like to appreciate everyone that took his time to be in this meeting. Thank you for your faith in us. Would like to assure you that corporators' funds are very safe. And I would like to assure you that we will not take any decision that will be detrimental to the corporators. As we proceed with this, we believe that it will take the cooperative to higher heights. And this will be the launching pad for the cooperative to get to the mountaintop. You know, when you get to the top of a mountain, you will have to look up to higher mountains to go up to. So we're going up to, this is a launching pad for us to go to the top of the mountain. And then when we get there, we'll see another higher mountain and then try to reach the top too. And then the sky will not even limit us. Thank you for all your investments. And thank you for your patience with us regarding the late disbursement of the festive loan. We sincerely appreciate your understanding. I had apologized earlier before the meeting started. And I hope our apologies have been accepted. We will communicate we'll communicate this resolution and the responses we receive to our regulators, Lagos State. We will also make that known to the Honorable Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of the agency, who has been with us in this process. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And God bless you all. We will need someone to adjourn this meeting, the extraordinary general meeting, which is the very first of its kind since inception of the cooperative in 2007. So need someone to move a motion for adjournment of this meeting. And I wouldn't like a member of management to do that.
There is an Edema Joshua.
Okay, Edema
online.
Joshua.
Good morning, class. Good morning, fellow cooperators. My name is Edema Joshua, CEO by Bayelsa State Command. After a positive conclusion of the EGM, I hereby move a motion for the adjournment to a further date as deemed fit by management. I so moved. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joshua. A little correction there. It's not annual general meeting. It's extraordinary general meeting. So the motion for adjournment of the extraordinary general meeting has been moved by Edema Joshua. Can we have someone second
Yes,
this motion?
there's Regina online.
Regina, you can go ahead, please.
Thank you, my Regina Manga. Hereby seconded the motion for the adjournment of EMG to the next meeting. Thank you.
Regina,
Hello.
please tell us your command.
Idiroko Special Area Command.
Okay, thank you very much
Thank you, sir.
for seconding this motion. So the motion for adjournment of the meeting has been moved by Edema Joshua and then seconded by Regina. Regina Joshua. Incidentally, it's Joshua. Is it Regina Joshua? Quickly, please. Let's have your correct name. Is it Regina Joshua?
Regina Danjuma. Manga.
Regina Danjuma. Thank you very much.
Manga. You're
Thank you
welcome,
very
sir.
much. And God bless you. So at this point, I would like to call on a Muslim to give us a closing prayer. Quickly. Okay, thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. May Allah bless our meeting and may Allah continue to bless all what we deliberated. May we succeed. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
Amen. Thank you very much. Can we have your names?
It's Mamman Ibrahim, Kano Strategic Command, Dex Officer, sir.
Okay. Please, General Secretary, take note. Thank you very much. And I wish everyone a very wonderful weekend. God bless you all. Bye-bye.
A brighter day, yeah. Rise, Niger. Let your spirit fly again. Though the night was long, the sun will shine again. With hope as our banner and courage as our guide. Together we stand, and together we'll rise, 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 rise. Every dreamer in the city, every heartbeat in the glow, builds a story filled with courage everywhere we choose to go. We will shape a land of promise where our gifts and talents grow, where tomorrow shines in colors only unity can show. We've grown through trials, learned from storms, still we rise and still transform. Every tribe and every drum beats together as one song, yeah. Rise, Niger, rise, let your spirit fly again. Though the night was long, the sun will shine again. With hope as our banner and courage as our guide. Together we stand, and together we'll rise, rise, Niger. Oh, 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 oh. of a promise yet to bloom. Hear the drums of ancient rhythm chasing shadows from the room. Oh Nigeria, beloved, may your stories reach the sky. May your children find their wings and learn to soar and fly. Rise, Niger, rise, your melody is gold, a forever song of courage, bright and bold. Let unity be the rhythm, let joy be our cry. For together we stand, and together we'll rise. Rise, Niger, rise, Niger, from the streets of Lagos to the river's gentle tide, hear the heartbeat of a nation moving forward with pride. Through the hustle and the journey, still we lift our heads up high. For the morning light is coming, brighter days are drawing nigh. We've grown through trial, learned from storms, still we rise and still transform. Hand in hand we find our way, a brand new dawn, a brighter day. Yeah. Rise, Niger, rise, let your spirit fly again. Though the night was long, the sun will shine again. With hope as our banner and courage as our guide. Together we stand, and together we'll rise, 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 Niger. Every dreamer in the city, every heartbeat in the glow, builds a story filled with courage everywhere we choose to go. We will shape a land of promise where our gifts and talents grow, where tomorrow shines in colors only unity can show. We've grown through trials, learned from storms, still we rise and still transform. Every tribe and every drum beats together as one song, yeah. Rise, Niger, rise, let your spirit fly again. Though the night was long, the sun will shine again. With hope as our banner and courage as our guide. Together we stand, and together we'll rise. Rise, Niger. Oh, 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 hear the violins whisper of a promise yet to bloom. Hear the drums of ancient rhythm chasing shadows from the room. Oh Nigeria, beloved, may your stories reach the sky. May your children find their wings and learn to soar and fly. Rise, Niger, rise, your melody is gold, a forever song of courage, bright and bold. Let unity be the rhythm, let joy be our cry. For together we stand, and together we'll rise. Rise, Niger, rise, Niger, rise. Niger. From the streets of Lagos to the river's gentle tide, Hear the heartbeat of a nation moving forward with pride. Through the hustle and the journey, still we lift our heads up high. For the morning light is coming, brighter days are drawing nigh. We've grown through trial, learned from storms, still we rise and still transform. Hand in hand we find our way, a brand new dawn, a brighter day. Yeah, rise, Niger, rise, let your spirit fly again. Though the night was long, the sun will shine again. With hope as our banner and courage as our guide. Together we stand, and together we'll rise, 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 Niger, rise. Every dreamer in the city, every heartbeat in the glow. It's a story filled with courage everywhere we choose to go. We will shape a land of promise where our gifts and talents grow. Where tomorrow shines in colors only unity can show. We've grown through trials, learned from storms, still we rise and still transform. Every tribe and every drum beats together as one song, yeah. Rise, Niger, rise, let your spirit fly again. Though the night was long, the sun will shine again. With hope as our banner and courage as our guide. Together we stand, and together we'll rise. Rise, Niger. Oh, 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 Hear the violins whisper of a promise yet to bloom. Hear the drums of ancient rhythm chasing shadows from the room. Oh Nigeria beloved, may your stories reach the sky. May your children find their wings and learn to soar and fly. Rise, Niger, rise, your melody is gold. A forever song of courage, bright and bold. Let unity be the rhythm, let joy be our cry. For together we stand, and together we'll rise. Rise, Niger, rise, Niger, rise. Niger, from the streets of Lagos to the river's gentle tide, hear the heartbeat of a nation moving forward with pride. Through the hustle and the journey, still we lift our heads up high. For the morning light is coming, brighter days are drawing nigh. We've grown through trial, learned from storms, still we rise and still transform. Hand in hand we find our way, a brand new dawn, a brighter day. Yeah, rise, Niger, rise, let your spirit fly again. Though the night was long, the sun will shine again. With hope as our banner and courage as our guide. Together we stand, and together we'll rise, 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 Niger, rise. Every dreamer in the city, every heartbeat in the glow. It's a story filled with courage everywhere we choose to go. We will shape a land of promise where our gifts and talents grow. Where tomorrow shines in colors only unity can show. We've grown through trials, learned from storms, still we rise and still transform. Every tribe and every drum beats together together as one song, yeah. Rise, Niger, rise, let your spirit fly again. Though the night was long, the sun will shine again. With hope as a banner and courage as our guide. Together we stand, and together we'll rise. Rise, Niger. Hear the violins whisper of a promise yet to bloom. Hear the drums of ancient rhythm chasing shadows from the room. Oh Nigeria beloved, may your stories reach the sky. May your children find their wings and learn to soar and fly. Rise, Niger, rise, your melody is gold. A forever song of courage, bright and bold. Let unity be the rhythm, let joy be our cry. For together we stand, and together we'll rise. Rise, Niger.